Hey folks, Sage Martial Arts here, Thorum Blanco. You know, sometimes you don't always have a training partner. I mean, COVID a couple of years ago really isolated a lot of us. And so I've been experimenting with all different types of martial arts dummies. What I'd like to do is show you the most simplest to the most complex, which would really be the more cheaper to a very a nice high-end one through this series. So this is part one. The first one is So this is the simplest one right here. Really just a weight, a rope, 2-inch piece of PVC, an eye hook. Make sure you put it into the right joist or stud. And I just tied it off over in the corner on my pull-up bar, but you could tie it up off top. You can let the weight at the bottom go completely flat, or you can kind of move it and it lets it set at a different angle. It would allow it to rotate around slightly if you pushed it really hard enough. Or you could just secure it on the floor. You could put it on a sandbag. You could even put an eye hook on the bottom and solidify it. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put some pool noodles around it. Now the pool noodles are about the same size, so we're going to have to modify the pool noodles slightly in order to make this work. But again, you can hit this pretty hard. This is a 2-inch one here, and you can hit it, which is nice with a good trainer. Little karambit that I highly recommend from Doug Marqueta. It's nice and easy. Reach out and just boom, there's your pop, which is good. Little metal trainer, tracking your thrusts. You'll see it can move around a little bit. You can isolate it more, or you could even pick it up and let it bounce around even more if you like. Okay, here we are on our simple 2-inch PVC. What I did was I cut the length that you want on your pool noodle, and then I sliced down the center of it and then filleted it open. And you'll see this is the first piece that's filleted open. And this is a little bit less than a 2-inch diameter, and I've got a 2-inch pipe. But with my assistant, if she holds that and she can put this piece on here, hold that piece on there, you'll see that it actually goes all the way around because you're literally just sort of flattening it out. And normally you could use some really good duct tape. I'm just using some painter's tape for this purpose. Okay, so we've put the second piece on. It's almost clovered-like, scalloped, but it still works very well in order to protect your PVC. So what we can do, since I don't have the full thing duct tape, the duct tape will act more like skin. This will act more like muscle. And of course, we've already got the bone, but it'll also protect your PVC from more longer term impacts, which is really nice. It absorbs those impacts really well like that. So you can hit that really hard if you like. And then we can also use a bladed weapon, which will start slicing this up. And it's going to shred for us. But if we used a lot of duct tape, it'll hold that in place more lighter. You'll see that boom, there's that nice cut right there that goes really deep. And it gives you that impact of going into the bone and slicing into the muscle tissue, etc. So this is our first simple vertical PVC dummy with a rope, a weight, and 2 inches of PVC and a pool noodle. Probably a few bucks to get this one. Stand by for the next modification. One brief note I'd like to mention on that is you could tie any old knot. I'm probably going to study a little bit more about knot tying, but just enough so that it doesn't slip through. That's all it is. It's just a simple knot that I just put together. I've tried a couple different kinds. All of them work. It's just very nice. It's loose at the top like that, and you'll see the future modifications.